Hello there YouTube, it's Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound daily. Today is the solo daily for September 26th, and we will be playing Magma Miner, going from Silent Promenade into Radiant Market and versus Runestone. Um, Not really much to say about that, I would think. Um, Trying to figure out how we're going to deal with Rinferno is certainly a thing, especially because I haven't quite gotten my brain around the whole fact that he has swivel again now. And of course, coupled on to the fact that he just has more health, his entire mechanics has been changed, what with the bomb bits exploding same turn instead of next turn. So I haven't quite wrapped around like how we deal with space management in that fight, because that's what the fight is. It's space management. Other than that, we are going to start with two random bindings. Unfortunately, we don't get to see these straight away because it'd be nice to discuss that right now. We have healing pools only restore 3 HP. Since healing drought, either intentionally or unintentionally, doesn't affect the wells in the Sea of Ink, that is after bosses, we're still going to heal 50 HP. Unless they like hot fixed it and I didn't realize. We literally don't care about this. This would mean that we would never buy healing from a shop, but since they increased the price of shop healing, it's 150, so that's your entire like run budget. Doesn't exist. Shop healing is dead, and you cannot convince me otherwise. So this is actually kind of a free mod for us, until they possibly fix the fact that it doesn't occur in Sea of Ink. Vestiges cannot be dropped. Not normally an issue. It just means that we're going to have to be a little bit choosy. But if we don't have anything like... it means we don't take Urmog's Egg. It means we don't take Token of Regret. And what else does that mean? I'm sure there's a couple of other ones. But normally through our pathing, we like barely fill up our bar anyways. And we don't have enough money to usually like buy stuff. So we're not really concerned. Speaking of not having money to buy stuff, our quest is spend quillings. We're Magma Miner. We could get Demolish and Excavate. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that that run quest is dead. We're not going to actively engage with it. If we end up getting a lot of money, sure, why not? But even with the boss buff, that's not going to take us anywhere close to where we need to be. And we have Essence of Quillian. I actually like this on Magma Miner. Like, legitimately. This just interacts favorably with a lot of enemies. And we can technically produce a lot of shielding. Versus Runestone, though, I'm not sure I like the idea of like going heavy into the shielding, but like getting it for free because we're just getting free shielding and then getting an extra shield each turn. I'm okay with that. Training weights is pretty dang good. Burnital Gauntlets is... Well, I mean, if we were to go in a way that's like, okay, let's just get tons of defense, Burnital Gauntlets is good then. Otherwise, honest... I don't know, man. I really don't know. It starts your... What am I trying to say? It starts your burn tilt. So that's good. Gives you a little bit of burn damage. But otherwise, you're assuming that you're taking damage. And in dailies, we really don't like taking damage. We can now because of, again, the Sea of Ink healing you for 50. This could be our bossing, I suppose. But this really doesn't add up to much. I don't know. I'm also trying to think about how we kill, again, the 600 HP mini fridge. How do we do 600 damage with this getup? I'm not sure we do. Future Willer, maybe? Would we be able to cleave? If we cleave, that's 250 damage, then go into a smash. That's 400 damage. That's still not enough, unless we like manage a crit in there. So it might be Future Willer. Leaping Strike... After image, hope that it hits one of these skills, and then we can kill a 600 HP unit. Otherwise, training weights feels the best. We've got spikes. We have access to bleed in the kit now. It still helps us whenever we pump crit with after image. But if we run into... I'm going to keep saying it. If we run into the 600 HP mini fridge, like, how do we deal with that? And I think Future Willer's the way that we do it. So we're going to take that, despite the fact that I don't think that it's good. Gaining Precise is absolutely huge. Taking that over a free Smoldering Bonk, though? Oh, man. Like, how confident are we that we're going... Like, I mean, technically we're going crit, right? We're going to use After Image. It gives us plus 100% crit damage. Like, honestly, if I would have looked at this is how we killed the 600 HP mini fridge. The fridge. We're going to just refer to him as the fridge from now on. He's not a figment anymore. He's just a fridge. God. Like, Smoldering Bonk is better for our single target, right? We're talking about Rinferno. We get an extra 2 will, so worst case scenario, right? We're just going to bonk him an extra 2 times. And that is damage scaling throughout the fight. I really do like Precise Image. The problem is that its cooldown is so ass, unlike Blink, that it's not like we stack it up much. But like I said, like, if we get a wave 1, fight 1, this is how we're getting out of it. Okay. Okay. I think we still want Quillings here. Because there's no reason to not have spending money. Plus, if we want to, like, set up our leap, we're going to want it. Okay. Oh my god, it's a fight we can actually round 1. They do exist. Still having to figure out, like, exactly what we're doing here. This crit here. Do we... I don't know why I thought that that was going to do something useful. Bleed's gonna get you, sucker. Yep. Okay. There we go. What did I tell you? Future Willer. We're trying to use Precise. We don't necessarily have to, like, grab critical chance, but I like it better than magic power here. Spike damage isn't nothing. We're going to be getting spikes for free. And our money for nothing. We going crit miner? I don't see why not. It makes our after image better. And honestly, if that's the case, I might seriously take critical bonk. The only other thing to note is that if I want burn on leap, now's the time to get it, because we won't see another white for the rest of the run. But I don't know, like, the cooldown's the one bad thing about Cleave, so if I was to take this, that would seriously help us out. If we were to take critical bonk, it's more likely to roll crits so that after image doesn't hit bonk, it instead hits the things that we want it to hit. There's demolish for money. We're gonna take it. Now, question is can we end up farming this son of a bitch? Because then we can actually get our quillings. Do we want to go to Hovel? The reason why we wouldn't want to go to Hovel is because we're going to get a green vestige that we cannot get rid of. So do we want stats instead? I think that we may want stats instead. Good lord. I think we want to keep that crit. I think I want... it's a barrier potion or a barrier potion. Do I need this for the money pot? We technically have no damage. I feel like not using this on Rinferno is a big mistake. But we're going to do it anyways. Well, if we actually had burn, that would have been nice. +6 burn damage. We don't have access to burn though, not yet. So that would be a huge prospective pick. I think that at this current point, it's crit damage. I could also see movement though. Movement definitely helps out a lot. It just helps Magma Miner out less because of how his heat works now. Yeah, I think this is crit damage. I'm going to be insano. We're going to go for a Glyph Globe. The reason we're going for a Glyph Globe is because I want the green Ogs that I want. It's that simple. You almost died from that. What about you? You're not that far off either. Okay. They're going to do something along the lines of this. Hit you with that. Hit you guys with that. Get smashed. Tons of money. We are back before week's end. Big party. This will keep us in this AoE. We're going to be fine because we're about to get another 2. Yeah, we're fine here. Got another crit for next turn. This guy's about to take a ton of thorns damage. Blap. Well, not the thorns, it's mostly the DOT. But, I'll be honest. I want to be as close to that orb as possible because I do want to pick it up. Thank you. And then I'm more concerned with this guy. And then I might as well like bop you a couple times. Because if we can get another crit primed, that's great. A Figment last turn? Are you serious? At least you got Glass Cannon, my dude. That is not fun. Money! So we can spend all the money we want. Font of Wisdom. I think we honestly want physical damage here. Spike damage is cute, but again, versus Runestone, I don't like it. There's Shielding Leap right there. The Scorching Bonk up tier, you piece. You're such a freaking piece. I want Shielding Leap. And then after this, we want to go to the Binding Empowerment. We can absolutely afford it since we have Demolish. Flask of Serendipity. Did you change? All bindings gain -2. That is huge. Hemo. Hemo allows us to use this skill more often. Kind of wish that I took that -1. But then again, like, Critical Bonk is doing its work. Eviscerate ain't bad too, because it's 3 hits. We get shield on hit on this. That is a ton of Quillian stacks. But we only get to use it like once per combat. I think it's Hemo. 10 stacks of bleed and Hemo allowing us to like pop them again. If we have heat at the time, then that also goes into the hemorrhage damage. Am I insane? Did we... They took out Event 2! Did they? Or is it a choice after this? I thought that I had a second event. What did I take? Did they seriously take out a second event out of book 1? When did they do that? I seriously had it in my head that I had 2 events. Am I just drunk high right now? So we're never going to see -1 cooldown on Leap unless we take a... Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's buy something good. Trader's Dagger is kind of cute. I think it's Malformed Tracing, though. Like, that's just more will. If we can get a second Malformed Tracing, it's over. Or a Sparking Battery Coil. Excuse me, I would like to hit a couple of you. I do not have a crater, though. I hope that this is alright with you. It is not alright with them. You guys have positioned yourselves in a not very rad spot. Okay. How much damage is this doing? Moderate. So well, first off, I want a Flask of Serendipity this turn. I don't quite... Somehow I knew that one was going to happen. I was ready for it. Let's use as little movement as possible. Hmm. I'm honestly loving this turn right now. Not quite, but that's pretty freaking good. This is also considering that he's hitting us, which we don't really have to get rid of. That orb's there for next turn. I'm really digging that, yeah. That was a very good Flask of Serendipity. I don't think that's happening. So let's get as close to this guy as possible. We want to pick up this orb. We'll bonk bonk. Pick this up to bring our cooldowns back. And I'm hoping that we don't have to worry about anything here. It's looking like that'll be the case. I forgot that they explode turn 1, but, you know, whatever. We're fine. This orb is here for next turn. So we have 3 turns to kill this man without having our, like, amazing potions and stuff. Let's grab this. Jump on this side. And we're going to wiggle our way over here. We want this man to face this way as long as possible. Not quite the direction I wanted you to face, but whatever. And so we want to do 1, 2 more. Pick this up. Might as well pop this sucker. It's going to get pretty annoying, though, where you're headed. Oh, Malformed Tracing. We could have gotten another bonk in. Well, meep map. We're going to have Hemo back next turn. That's going to be a huge help. We got our orb in the middle here, which is kind of where we want it. If I could find Magic Pixel, there it is. Put that on cooldown. Grab this power orb, walk out. Use this. Now this is going to crit. I think we purposefully take 3 damage here. Yeah, there's no reason not to take damage. Make sure to proc that bleed. Okay. I don't need to take this potion. We're fine. And now we have to finish you on this turn. We have an orb. We have Demolish. Simple as. There we go. Lovely. There's Excavate, but I honestly think we want Crater. The AoE on that is going to be absolutely gargantuan, especially now that we have Shielding Leap. We need to make sure to hit a Binding Empowerment no matter what in Book 2, because that is going to enable us to make sure that we get -1 cooldown on this sucker. That's the entire reason why we took a Glyph Node instead of something else. They might be trying to, like, tempt me with Excavate here. We're going to be just fine. I would much prefer to have Crater. Critical leap, though? Okay. I'm kind of liking Whopping Bonk, too. If the idea is that we're going to be using a lot of bonks, why use small bonk when big bonk do trick? Otherwise, critical leap obviously just does a ton of damage. We're not really looking for this for damage. We're using this to build our heat as soon as possible so that we can start doing big bonks. Discounting image technically makes it free. That's pretty nice. We just don't know where that discount's going to go, and it can be on something that is already on cooldown, and we want things on cooldown so that it hits the things that we want it to hit. In our setup here, I don't like it. I think, though, that this is 100% Whopping Bonk. And if we can somehow, like, fill this out, that would be Shattering Bonk, would be a blue. That would be kind of nice. Let's actually get some stats for a change. Now, I'm looking here. The only damage multiplier we get out of this setup is our critical multiplier, which is a little rough. Let's go ahead and actually get some items for a change. And some money. You know, it's not funny living in a rich man's world. I think what I honestly want to do... Come on. I was hoping that there was a magic pixel there. Begging for the location of magic pixel. And I think we can bonk, bonk. Oh, I mean, if you're dead, then we'll just kill you. Actually quite simple. And then if we wanted to, we could use after image to purge our heat. I don't think that that's necessary. I would really like to somehow figure out how to kill you with this, but you're just too honking. So the question I gotta ask myself is, am I feeling good about using Hemo now? I don't think I am. So we'll just keep bonking away. And I kind of want you to hit me, despite the fact that I don't have a lot of spikes. I like leaving that orb for next turn. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of right there. A second pot that the frickin' split. You are going to make me become the Unbound. Might as well hit you here. Come up, hit you with this. Like we make some money? I don't think. Oh, well, what we can do is we can do the 50-50. Hey! Would that be able to kill? 360? Absolutely not. What the heck am I saying? I have to figure out how to kill you this next turn. How did you not die down there? I think we're going to take a turn penalty here. Oh, that's the wrong button. Here we can hit both of you. Hit. Hit. Orb. Oh my goodness. We did it. And we made money. I was seriously subscribing to doubt on that one. We don't deal poison damage. Keck W. Ringleader's Hat is not bad. I also like Stone Pitch Pipe. It's one free will on a build where we currently want to use a lot of stuff. Also reduces our highest cooldown. That's going to be Hemo or After Image. Kind of prefer it to be Hemo. Like using that skill another time would be nice. This is rough. Like, we're not really taking a lot of damage, especially once we get this rolling. We're not going to take any damage. So I don't think that we need Ringleader's Hat, but getting the extra will for it is nice. I think that this is Stone Pitch Pipe. Okay, we'll take even more critical damage. That's pretty nice. I'll take that. I will take that indeed. Okay. What's our ascension? Potion of Power's nice. Blur? Holy Lord. Blur is really nice. That means that we pretty much, like, theoretically, Creator's going to be on cooldown almost all the time, because we open with that. Get some shielding from it. Purge with After Image. Pretty much everything's going to be critting at that point, because we will have 3 critical charges. Holy good lord. We take the Binding Empowerment no matter what. Critical Smash? Especially when we can guarantee it. Extracting Bonk isn't bad either, because we're hitting a lot of people. Just one orb is -1 cooldowns on everything. That's another leap. No. I'm getting lost in the sauce here. We re-roll this. We re-roll this because this needs to be -1 cooldown. I said, I dislike you, game. And I forgot that this actually increases in cost. So I just spent all of our... That's a me problem. That's 100% a me problem. I should have remembered that. That is incredibly upsetting. We're going to take Critical Smash. Oh. If we miss this by glyphs, I'm going to be so upset. There's no way for us... Oh, there's ways for us to get glyphs? What the heck am I talking about? Okay. I thought that we were going into the boss because I was confused from the last thing giving, you know. You know. We'll eat this. Not sure that that's most efficient, but I'm absolutely frazzled now. I was hoping to actually have something here. Okay. So we need to figure out how to destroy this pot. So I think that is currently follow the plan. Can't hit 3 people here. We have this huge old AoE, and we still can't hit 3 people. Magic Pixel literally don't exist, do it? We don't have -1 cooldown anyway, so it's not like we're going to be able to spam this like we had hoped. Let's take Potion of Power. I don't know why I think that this is gonna... Like, it looks like it should. It looks like it should. There it goes. Okay. on being hit, so that's going to stay there. Alright, you're next. Line up. I'm upset with myself, so I'm taking it out on literally everybody. Alright. If we can get this to kill, we can get another orb. Which sounds pretty good to me. Using 5 bonks here will give us another will. And then we can demolish. Sounds good. Can't get you. So I guess, yeah, we're going to get you. That's going to save till next turn because we're going to have to crit on Hemo probably to take care of these gentlemen. So I'll bonk you once. Can I bonk the 2 of you? Please stack some damage here. Of course not. Magic Pixel does not exist. Okay. I feel like I might have done that in the wrong order. Because I actually don't think that we want to purge this heat right now. But critting actually does more damage. Yeah, we screwed this up. We should have opened with Blur. Blur, leap in. Like, we may have not have gotten crit on something that we wanted it on, but at the end of the day, like, what are you going to do about that? I honestly don't know how I'm gonna... Like, you right here have 3,600. I don't think that we do that much damage. Especially after we get rid of this. So... that actually certainly helps. I still don't know how we're getting you. Oh, man. I think I honestly have to come down here and bop this fellow. And we're missing you by that much? God, we suck. We're actually not... No, that's happening before that. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, there's... We're going to get our Shattered Will back. Yeah. We have to figure out how to kill this guy on this turn, though, and I'm not even sure that we can do that. the reflect. That honestly might be it. Yep. Was there any way that we could have killed that guy first and then left the other guy? Because he would have been on turn 3. He would have been in that counter stance. I suppose there's a way. I don't know. That would have had to have been how we did it. Alright, let's fix our mistake. Do we want more crit chance? I think we do. It's possible at this point it's the spike damage, but... grants +1 stack of evasive. That's like well too much. I think it's Shattering Bonk here. Like another Whopping Bonk or Whack-a-Bonk would be pretty nice to have. I guess Whack-a-Bonk is Is that better than Shattering Bonk though? Like Shattering Bonk is just a little awkward sometimes. We're going to go ahead. Take that. We have to spend 75. We could honestly easily do that at the Carver's Refuge. Or we could get stats. I think we're going to go to the Carver's Refuge. We've had to avoid too many vestiges due to the fact that we suck. I'll tell you what, these aren't bad. I kind of like Shocking Core Cap. Helps our sort of like wannabe defensive strategy here. Gives us a little bit more crit chance. Makes that more reliable. We get to actually use our 110% multiplier. Magma Metal isn't bad. It's going to occur all the time. We certainly can't buy out this shop, but it certainly is tempting. Let's take Shocking Core Cap. Give me my rewards. Mumsies? Is it Mumsies? Could also see it being Conduit. That's another +2 will a turn. If we kill with Demolish, then that's another 2 will a turn, which is pretty much another will a turn. I think it's Mumsies, though. Like, that gives us so much frickin' damage. Window to Eternal Longing is good because it could mitigate some damage that we take, especially because we don't have Crater. It allows us to spend our money. I'm not sure that that's necessary, though. Because it's gonna, let's see, we get 5 turns versus Captor. Then we get 3 turns versus the Chapter 3 Elites. And then we'll gain some during the, like, this is just easier. I'll take that. I have no idea how the heck we're gonna handle this, though. To be honest. Well, I mean, that's pretty good. You're critting and -1 cost? I'm in love with it? We're gonna go ahead and use this straight away. There we go. We're going to hit you with that. You now have your resist removed. We're going to refrain from hitting you immediately. Okay, this is looking good. And then I think we just start bonking. It really sucks to not... I was going to say it really sucks to not use that, but it certainly looks like we will. Okay, that was a good turn one. Now let's do it again. Somehow. Without Future Willer. How am I going to deal with all these pots? Don't do this to me. One of these days, Magic Pixel will come home, and I'm going to punch them right in the frickin' face. I want this Rhino close. Do I? Or would I rather kill this pot? You know what? I think I would rather kill this pot. If I go up here, I'd take an extra 4 damage and that Rhino's almost dead. Our health is a resource. Okay. That's pretty good. Bonk, bonk. Cooldown. Leap. Bonk. Cooldown. Demolish. Do I really want to drop my damage by half in order to inflict burn? Possibly. Honestly, possibly. Because that's a lot of good single target damage. The problem... oh, man. I think it's Spark. I really don't like it, though. Because I like it being able to benefit from Shatter. Which would mean that it's Thwack. Which is kind of redundant, but not necessarily. I mean, this doesn't move the needle for us as much as I would hope it does. So it's probably actually going to be like Spark. We could re-roll this, but what are we looking for? Like, it would just give us either the same exact thing, or it would give us mine? Hold up. Mine could give us an orb. Obviously not the biggest factor of it. It gives us a little bit of money, which we could farm out the Chapter 3 elites a little bit. But most importantly, like, if it drops an orb, that's huge for us. Because we don't have freaking crit. -1 cooldown. Oh my good lord. What are our... Okay, now we're going absolutely insano mode. Is it critical leap? It might honestly be discounted smash. Like, the other purple is AoE smash. I'm honestly not feeling that. Otherwise, -1 cost on blur so that it doesn't affect our turn. -1 cost on hemo. is probably what it is. I could also see Bloodthirsty Cleave. It's gonna give us like 2 healing, maybe. Discounting Smash just means that we get to use another bonk, which means more burn. I think that's it. I'm not sure that I want to grab this straight away. Another 4% crit chance. Or we can actually grab move. This is honestly because of the fact that we're going up against Runestone. Do I really not want to take this before this fight? I think we're fine. This is the biggest gambit of the whole game right here. Oh, we're fine. The frick was I worried about? Let's do this. Go ahead, pop this. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. We're gonna have to deal with 2 heavy swords. Shouldn't be an issue. I don't really have to do anything with you. We can deal with you later. Pick this up. That's incredible. Take care of you immediately. Make sure to grab Blur. I'm not sure we grab Blur here. Anyways, we're going to have Hemo next turn, so that's good. This is triple damage. It's almost enough to actually dispatch you. So maybe what the honest move is looking for Magic Pixel? Of course not. No, I honestly think that we just bop you. I think we bop you after we do this, though. How does this happen? Okay, I understand. Okay. Gather round, thank you very much. Okay. This is a power orb. Thank you. Hit that. That's actually That's too much. Stop pressing that button, Bits. Okay, so we actually have to do something like this. And then farm more money. And so now we still have this healing well down here for the boss. Font of Wisdom. Honestly, more movement? I don't feel like another 4% critical chance is really going to do much for us. I'll take the movement. What do we got here? Defeating an enemy, all your bindings gain a 1-cost discount. That's a little huge. I also like T for 2. It'll mitigate some breakage. Magma Metal just distributes burn to everything. Not that that'll do anything in of itself by itself. Maybe we just take Bloodthirsty Cleave. T for 2, Bloodthirsty Cleave. Try and maintain our HP modifier. Maybe it's Critical Leap, just so that this crits more, so that we can use Blur whenever we want. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I kind of like the idea of Bloodthirsty Cleave. It also just, you know, completes the quest, obviously. Roots of Reprieve. We're not really going to kill stuff here. Like, there's the tuning stones, yeah, but... I kind of feel like Magma Metal's going to do more than anything else here. We're going to gain a frick ton of damage. I think we can afford... Like, technically we're going to lose 2 ability power, but I think it's worth re-rolling here. Okay, game. I can take that. You want to give me another one, I'll take it too. No. We can't afford Heart of the Last Lifeless. Mobius Vine does nothing. What was the poison line? Like, they gave us 2 Mobius? That could have been insane. I think I actually want to be a little bit more to the right. Because these hands immediately... Oh no, I'm close enough. These hands immediately don't stomp anymore, or whatever you want to call it. Right fist goes immediately into punch. So if you put yourself as far up as possible, you don't even have to do anything with him in order to get this. You only wish you could get this. I'll be honest. Let's crit these things right away. Okay, we're saving Hemo for the next phase. And I guess we're using this here. Seems good. And then we just keep using this. Like, maybe it was supposed to be a bonk, blur, and then that, because then Demolish would have had 25% more damage. That's probably correct. I would agree with you when you say that. But this is free, so I might as well. We have enough movement, we don't really have to care about walking down anyways. And we're going to face this man regardless. So, you know what? Catch you down here. I like having that much Shattered Will. We have a crit on Hemo. We have a crit on Spark. Okay. I think I aimed this correctly. Yes, you are getting hit here as well. Alright, we are just doing... You're punching too? You're not supposed to be. I'll take it. Alright. Oh my good lord. We just have so much damage due to Mumsies that we don't have to care about his mechanic. So let's not care about his mechanic. Let's go ahead and actually hit this first. Because then that means that he will be shattered. Days reeling, about to break. Like, you're hitting globally, and I don't want to take the damage. That's kind of where my problem is right now. But in order for me to, like, get you here... Like, oh, I guess we're fine. I lied. It's because we're taking a punch from this man, too. So, you're done. So there's really no reason to be here. Put me in position for the next turn. And I mean, I might as well grab these cooldowns. So now I'm sitting here. Demolish is going to be off cooldown. We can have Blur. Yeah, it's looking good. I guess, let me take a look at what my... There we go. We're trying to make sure that our Shattered Will was as good as possible. Okay, now the question is, can we destroy this man? Let's first shatter you. Pick this up. Crit. Okay. We probably should have farmed a little bit more heat here so that this could have... No, this wouldn't have been full because we used Blur. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Everyone's like bits. We never listen to you anyways. We win. Okay, so that would have been perfect. We just lost the one turn against those, I don't know, the beefy ninjas. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. And I really don't know what we possibly... Like, there was probably a line in that fight. I would really like it if I could just go back and fight that one fight again, knowing everything that we know now. But negative 300, that's a damn good score. Just some good old crit minor action. Didn't grab anything. We almost screwed ourselves out of glyphs, like, what, twice? We basically took nothing here. Oh, man. All right. Currently, we're on top. We like to see it. I mean, honestly, with how hard that hard fight was, I kind of don't like. I think that that's going to be a barrier for a lot of people, and not knowing exactly what I would have done for that also kind of makes it a little bit rough. I suppose what you could have done, I don't even think that would have worked, is just spend all that money right away, so that you would have had mumsies, but then you would have also have had to have like money. I don't know. Anyways, again, very fun, fun seed. We actually got the turn one wave. Hopefully it was entertaining, or at least educational. I'm noticing that with enemies having more health and me having to actually, like, think, these dailies are getting up to about, like, an hour to run, which, I'll be, I'll be honest, I don't like it. But what else are you going to do? I mean, hopefully as we keep going, we're going to get faster and get that under an hour. But I mean, like, even this guy right here took 52. Like, come on, man. I thought dailies were supposed to be quick. Like, they're called quick dives for a reason. Anyways, if you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put that down below. And until next time, we will catch you guys around.